Say of ADHD medication, and I swear to God, how are some of you walking around like this every single day? It's literally been an hour, and my brain, it's literally silent. I had this song playing in the back of my mind all morning, and it's gone.
As a 30-year-old woman with diagnosed ADHD, I approve this message. So I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 26, but I only started taking stimulants until this year when I turned 30. The reason why it took me personally so long to start stimulants are because I first was diagnosed with BPD, and they put me on antidepressants first, and it made me feel so much worse. So I lost significantly amount of weight. I also, to regulate my emotions, it became a lot more difficult for me. And overall, I had no motivation to do things that I love, tasks. Like, it just felt like I became numb overall. And it took a minute for the antidepressants to actually have an effect on me. And then once it did, it just made my symptoms worse personally. Therefore, and not only that, but also the society, the guilt and the shame that comes with, ADHD. So my family, for example, I grew up Hispanic, and I won't speak on behalf of all the Latinos, but my family personally were very in denial and very negative about me going to therapy, me starting medication. So that guilt and shame that came from their judgment towards me taking meds to better my mental health made me stop from actually having the courage to try stimulants. So then later I was diagnosed by 2 different other psychiatrists with ADHD, and they had recommended stimulants, but because I had that bad experience on the antidepressants and also the judgment by my family, it took me 4 years until I actually had the courage to try stimulants. And the thing is with stimulants, like, as someone that came with fear to try them, the thing with stimulants is that it's a same day effect. So it's not going to be like antidepressants that might take weeks to a month to have an effect on you. With stimulants, you'll feel that effect the same day. So in case you don't like how it feels, then you could easily go and talk to your doctor to try to find another alternative, because it's a same day effect. And something, that is important, again, before you try any medication, is to go receive an official diagnosis and also get blood work done. Just so that way you can make sure, again, that way your doctor, psychiatrist has all the information that is needed to make sure that it would have a positive effect on your body. But overall, I personally, stimulants have been life-changing because of what she said. So I remember the first time I took it, it was this year when I was moving. So I was so overwhelmed because I had to pack, I had to organize, I had a whole apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment by myself. So imagine ADHD, unmedicated, having to prepare for moving dates. So I was so overwhelmed, and I remember I was stressed. You hear the inner monologue, you hear the inner theme song, you're going over your task list, you're looking at a task that you have to complete, but while you're thinking of all the other tasks that you left halfway complete, and you're having difficulty regulating your emotions. And so I remember I took the stimulant, and probably in like an hour, all the sounds, just like she said in this video, just went quiet. The inner monologue, the inner theme song, the anxiety, the frustration, all of that just went away. Like, as soon as I felt, and it doesn't give you like a burst of energy where like, yeah, it's just like, all the thoughts, all the voices that you hear go silent, just like she said. And it was like, and in that moment, I just realized, like, is this what it's like to feel normal? Like, people don't have this inner monologue. People don't hear this inner theme song. And I started crying. Like, I was sobbing for 30 minutes because I just couldn't believe that I had gone as long as I did without stimulants. Like, and I was like, man, like, I can't believe this is what it feels like to be normal. And it was just such an amazing feeling, because I was like, okay, like, after I sobbed for 30 minutes and like just in happiness that wow, like, and just discovery, like, it could have been this easy. And that reassurance that like, wow, like, I was right there, like, it's like that acceptance, like, okay, I do have a mental health condition and there is a solution. So after that 30-minute sob session, I was like, okay, let me just pack my stuff. Let me get this done. And what would have taken me like 2 weeks worth of time took me like 3 hours. So to each their own. Again, make sure that before you try anything, make sure you go see a medical professional. And overall, as a 30-year-old diagnosed woman with ADHD, I approve this message.